everybody, welcome back to our Yellow Book string class. So today we're going to be working a lot on all of our different stuff for the concert, getting all ready for that. Let's start by doing a little bit of tuning. We're going to be using a lot of our strings today. Alright, so first up, here is our G string. D, A, and E. All right, so to get started today, we have two songs that are going to be pretty easy for you guys. The younger classes, they're more for the younger classes, but you guys will play with them too. And those are D major fantasy, and then also this open string swing. So for this one, why don't we start with our open string swing. I'm going to put on a metronome. And as you can see, we're just going to be going between all of the different strings for this one. So starting on our A string, D string, G string, and then finally our E string. Oh, I had my metronome pretty fast. I gotta slow it down. Alright, I'm going to put it at... Why don't I put it at 80? And so this, it's written as 4/4, but actually the recording is in cut time. And what cut time means is that basically half notes are worth one beat. So we're going to be playing half notes as one beat and whole notes as 2 beats for the open string swing. Alright, so just so you guys have an idea of the pace, it'll sound like this. Alright, and this may be just a little bit faster than the recording too. Alrighty, let's try it. Get your violins up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we'll do that one more time. I think probably the hardest part of this song, though it's not very hard, is just switching from that G string over then back to our E string. And just so you know, I'm kind of counting these in my head. So there's 8 short notes before we play 9 is that whole note. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Okay? Here we go. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, and... the D major fantasy. And so for this one, we're basically just playing a scale, as you can see. We're playing our D scale. So we're going to be starting on our low D string, and then playing up, and then playing back down. So just to review our D scale really quick. Open. So all we're doing is we're walking from there, and then we end on that third finger on our A string. So let's try this one. So same thing. This one's gonna be in a cut time. So we're gonna be playing those half notes as one beat. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. This is nice, good practice on our scales. Once you guys get into our Green Book violin class, you guys are going to be playing a lot more scales. So just for fun, let's try speeding it up just a little bit and playing this through one more time. Here we go. D major fantasy. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Alrighty. So, now that we're done with those, I want to go back and look over our class songs that we're going to be playing. So, remember we have this one on page 9, you said, Camptown Races, and then we'll get back into our concert songs after we play through these. Oh, and then the other one, that's right, I didn't put it in the video because we did spend a good amount of time on it last week, and we'll keep going over it, the Spring from the Four Seasons. So we'll look at that again next week. But first, why don't we play through this one? I'm going to move the metronome down. And our first run through, we'll play it nice and slowly. So, alright, so again, we're starting on that open A string. And remember, we talked about when we're playing longer notes, I do want you to play that on your A string because the tone is going to be better because there's more of the string for it to resonate on. When you're playing just a quick passing note, I don't mind if you use your fourth finger on the D string instead. Okay? And for these first ones, we're starting on our open A string. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... Actually isn't too difficult. We should be able to play all of this without using our fourth finger. I'm going to speed it up. And let's play it again. 1, 2, 3. Challenge, let's speed it up just a little bit more. Up to 90. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And one thing to note also, we do have play-along tracks of these songs. So when you guys are practicing, I sometimes like using my metronome because I can speed it up and slow it down. But a really good way for you guys to work on these videos at home by yourself is to go to that Google Drive link that we just posted in the comments section. And you can get the play-along tracks to these. So we're going to use some play-alongs for our other songs too today so that you guys can start hearing what those sound like. Alright? But let's move on for now and work on Camptown Races. Alright, I'm going to start this at the same, well actually this one doesn't have as many fast notes, so I'll start this one a little bit faster for us. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We can speed that up a good bit. I'm going to speed it up to 100 beats per minute now. This song actually has a really nice bridge. This song is in an AABA format, meaning it plays one line, plays that line again, then it plays a different section, and then A. But most people just play this beginning part a lot. The first two A sections. But there's a really nice bridge to this song. I'm kind of sad that we don't have it to include. You'll have to look that up on your own time. Alright, here we go. Camptown Races. 1, 2, 3. For a challenge, let's speed it up a little bit more. One rule that I always go by when I'm performing is you want to be able to play everything at least 10 clicks faster than you're going to in your performance so that you know that you're really, really comfortable with it. Because if you're performing it at exactly the speed that you know you can play it at, chances are you may mess up a little bit. But if you know that you can play it even faster than you're going to perform it, then there's a pretty good bet that you aren't going to mess up on it because you've got it down even at a faster tempo. So let's challenge ourselves and do it a little bit faster. This is 120 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That one it's not too challenging because we are playing mostly quarter notes. So the other two songs that we have, so we have those 3 class songs, and then we also have our open string swing and the D major fantasy that we're playing with the other violin players. And then besides just the other string players, we have 2 ones that we're going to be playing with the whole orchestra. And those are going to be Superhero Blues and the Playground Waltz. So some of you guys have probably played these already. If you haven't, these are both pretty fun songs. So, because it's in the same key that we've been playing in a lot today, let's start with the Playground Waltz. This is in the key of D major. So it's going to be that same D scale that we were practicing earlier is how we're going to play this one. So this one is in 3/4, meaning it's 3 beats per measure. And in a waltz, waltzes are always felt in 3, because that's what goes with the dance move. It's the style of music. So this one does have a little bit of a different feel, you guys will notice, than a lot of the other stuff that we play. And lucky for you all, you guys have the melody on it. So let's start by playing this slowly with the metronome, and then we'll do it with our play-along track. Alright, so let's start at measure 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Alright, this is a little too slow. I'm going to speed it up. And then we can take the second ending. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Take the second ending this time. So now we go back to measure 5. Back to measure 5. 1, 2. Alright, so I was kind of shouting out directions while we were playing that. Let's talk about the form ones, and then we'll play through it with the play along. So for this one, if you notice, so we have 4 beats of rest, and then we start playing at measure 5. And then we play through, we play the first ending, repeat back to measure 5, and then play through, and we skip over to the second ending. Then we play through measure 14, 18, 24, and then it says dies al fine. That means go back to that S sign at measure 5 and play until the end, which is the fine. So we play measure 5 again, take the first ending, repeat it again, and then we take the second ending, and then that is the whole song. So the play along track goes a little bit faster than that. I'm confident that you guys can play it at that speed. Let me just pull it up, and then we will play through the playground waltz. Here we go. Remember, 4 measures of rest at the beginning. 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. And that is the whole song. So just to go over what we worked on today, we started with our D major fantasy and the open string swing. Next we worked on the playground waltz, which is one of our full orchestra pieces. And then we reviewed 2 of our class songs, Camptown Races on page 5 of your yellow book, and Musette on page 9 of your yellow book. So all of those, in the comment section, you see there's a link to a Google Drive. They're play-along tracks. So when you guys are sending us your videos, what you can do is do exactly what we just did in this video. So play that play-along track and play along to it. And then show us a video of you playing. For the actual video recordings, we're going to have you have that play-along track in your headphones so that we just get the audio of your violin. But for practice purposes, feel free to have it playing out loud on another device. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. We are going to continue working on our concert songs and learn that last piece next week and continue reviewing. But I will see you guys then. Have a good rest of your day.